Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is a little gossip chat about the foolishness today. This got three little topics. I may skim the jasmine bread at the end, depending on how long the video is, or if StreamYard is ends on and messes up my stream, I may end it pretty quickly, but we don't know. Okay, but first things first, do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to also subscribe to my backup channel, okay? Call Corner Talk. The link is in the description box below. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers and also 4,000 watch hours. I want to load some more content on the channel. So do not forget to also follow Corner Talk, because if my page gets shut down, we need a backup. So go ahead over there and subscribe too. Okay, but let's move on from that. Do not forget to like this video, comment in the comment section. You can also share it on your social media to relax, to relate, to release into yourself and everyone around you. And always inhale and exhale, because it's the thing to do. Okay, but yes, I am here and whatnot. Okay, so this is all going to be some alleged stuff, so it's not facts, okay? Because we got to be careful what we say these days, because YouTube is down real quick. I want myself snatched down. So again, this is alleged things that is out here in the atmosphere or whatever, okay? But let's get into my three little topics right now. Okay, let's go. First up, Nelly. Okay, Nelly and Shantel. Okay, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, has broken up. They were dating for recently posted on social media, and she kind of confirmed their split. Now, neither of them have posted each other on their social medias together since January. Okay, she posted him around right after New Year's, and then he posted her was like around January 12th or so on their social medias, and then nothing since then. And usually they both will post each other not randomly, recent girl. They will post each other together often, is what I'm trying to say, but they have not posted anything since around mid-January of this year. So again, we don't know what happened, but something happened and they're together, because she posted this photo on her page 10 hours ago, and someone asked, "Are you and Nelly still together? I love seeing you guys together." And then she replied back to that person, "No, we're not, just friends." And I was like, "Oh, just friends, eh? What happened?" Now, he has not addressed anything to my knowledge, or at least since I've done this video. But again, his last post with her was around mid-January, and so was hers around that same time. I did like them together. I mean, she was with him through all of his trials and tribulations or whatever. So I'm like, I do wonder what broke the camel or the straw on the back, okay? Because could it be that, she wanted married, he did not? Or could it be that he wanted married and she did not? No one knows, but I still wonder, okay? So again, she's single, he's single, both ready to mingle with whoever else and whatnot. So we're going to wish them both the best, okay? Let's move on from that. So, quick little add in. Hey, Nelly came out and he said on IG, okay, under the Shade Room, that him and Shantel broke up in 2019. They were only together for 5 years. Okay, they had not been together for the past 2 years. And I'm like, are you sure, Nelly? Are you sure? Because she posted y'all together on January 2nd of 2021. Okay, we see January 2nd, the first of 365 days. Happy New Year 2021. And she had tagged Nelly. Not only that, now she posted that on January 2nd. Okay, Nelly on January 1st. Happy New Year's from me and my booby. And I'm like, so was y'all not together then? So I'm confused. Because as he's saying they broke up in 2019, even though in 2021 y'all wishing us a happy New Year. Who was up here hanging out on New Year's with their ex of 5 years if y'all not together? So was Nelly lying? Okay, is he lying? 5 years ended 2019. Anyway, let's keep going. So carry on. Nicki Minaj. So Nicki Minaj supposedly will be hosting the Real Housewives of Potomac's reunion. Look, I am not a Nicki fan, but I'm also not a Nicki hater. I like her music. She's a legend. She's an icon. She's a great rapper. She has all the accolades that she needs. I also just feel like she should not be hosting any reunion. Look, this is my thing. Well, first, no, okay. So on Twitter, okay, she was like, who is ready for Real Housewives of Potomac? And then the little purple little thing is say, don't move. Everyone binge watch all the episodes because we finna get into some things, hunty. Okay, my questions will be well thought out too, mixed with funny and epic, of course. And Barb, please don't send me a million questions. I'm sorry, a million comments. About the album, and Doc Child, let me have my moment. We almost there. Promise not lying this time. Love you. So it paused. So hopefully it's back now. But let me read what this message said. The message said Andy Cohen said he would gladly give up his seat to have you host the Plumerian tapes around October. And then she went, oh my God, please stop. All the extras or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They said, we would really, it would really be a funny fuck you moment. I love the idea. And then, yes, I want to do it. Okay, get in details. This is my thing. Okay, this is my thing. Get it back up. I do not want her to host. And me and the girls was talking about this in a chat the other day. And I was like, first of all, the host should never be more popular than the people on the show. Nicki Minaj is the most popular person in comparison to anybody on the franchise. No one wants to tune in to the reunion to see them at that point. Lord. They're tuning in to see her. And that part to me is stupid. I feel like, what is the point of having a mega super rapper, a multi-millionaire person who has her own fans, her own following for her own work? Why would she want to host a reunion? And then even her bringing up how she's going to have funny questions. I'm like, no, I really want them to have you host a reunion who regularly watches the show. And they're in the realm of hosting. I'm like, get Nina Parker, get Bondi Blue, get people in that realm. I'm like, Nicki Minaj is not a host of reunion. She just isn't. That's not her thing. And my thing is not only that, I still feel like Nicki Minaj is a character of herself. So I'm looking like, I don't want someone who to me isn't their real authentic self to host a reunion where you're supposed to get real authentic things from other folk. I'm like, no. Now, if this was Queen Latifah, if this was Eve, who has hosted their own shows and things of that nature, that makes sense. To me, Nicki Minaj is not a reunion host. I think it's a stupid idea. I think, again, it's a gimmick to make people watch the show. But I'm looking like, for what? Potomac is already very, very popular. Nicki Minaj stands are kids who don't really watch that show. So I just don't like how they're trying to put a mega superstar to host a reunion on Bravo. Why? For what? Poor K. It just does not make sense to me. But I'm going to leave that be. I'm going to leave that be. So my opinion is, let Nicki Minaj be Nicki. Let her be great. Let her be the icon she is. Just don't do that on the reunion. I don't know. No. There are too many other qualified people who their job is hosting shit. They host other things. They host TV shows. Let someone have that job who can do it every year. We need to get Andy out, truth be told. Andy need to go. And I do think it should be somebody else, but it should not be Nigga. Get somebody in here who watches the show, who asks real questions, because that's their job. Okay, let's move on from that. We then have the Grand Resistance. Okay, honey, Sam in Egypt did an interview, honey, on Tasha K channel yesterday, and the interview started off nice. Okay, it really, really did. But I feel like you can tell Egypt and Sam don't pay no attention, because I don't know why either of them thought doing an interview on Tasha K's channel was going to end in anything except her asking them what they got going on. And as she told them, I am a gossip blog. So it was weird to me that they didn't think that she was going to ask them gossip type stuff, because that's what she does. I'm like, it's Tasha K. But I'm going to leave that be. So again, it started off really nice. Regular questions on this and that. We then see her asking, it was really for Egypt, but you can see how Sam was taking over the interview. You can see how he was sitting there like he felt like he had to interject here and there. When Egypt would bring up whatever was going on with her, he was, well, I didn't have that. It wasn't about you. So you could just see a little bit how he does ride her coattail or whatever. And even, when she said, if I had dated anybody who like had something or whatever, or who had built a name for themselves before they got with me, it would not be an issue. I had a name. I had built stuff. I'm like, what did you build? What? We didn't know you. And even though I had a whole name. I was out here selling out arenas and selling out shows in LA. I'm looking like, were you? Are you sure? Let me know. I don't know. It just seemed like it was weird how Egypt, you can see how Egypt is being led by Sam, and she don't know what you're doing. It's really sad to see because it shows her mama didn't raise her to be able to see danger coming, okay? But she also brought up how her, she had I didn't know about anything sad in the world. I lived a very, very happy life. I didn't know about anything until I got older. And that's the problem. She don't see, she's sitting next to danger. Okay, sitting next to danger. And, so they were talking at first, talking about how they met and got together in 2017, how he told her about all the stuff he did, even the whole trans thing, whatever, how he had, at one time he was 21, he slept with or was with intimately someone who happened to be trans. Is what he said out his own mouth. But he said, that's what I did then. So we seen all of that and whatever. But again, he brought up how people think I'm, and because it was a regular interview until Sam started to get into how people see him, how people think he this and he that, because they think I'm a kid, they think I'm 22. He like I'm not 22, I'm 28. So he's 28, she's 21. They've been together for 4 years. So they got together when she was 17 and he was whatever age. But I'm like, still, you can tell she was young and stupid because he said how people like to say at first, when they thought I was younger, they called us young and dumb, like young and dumb love. But then they found out I was 28. They then said, oh, she's being, brainwashed by me. It's both. She's young and dumb. You are brainwashed her. It's two things are true at the same dang on time. And even how it's like he kept over talking her the whole time. I'm looking like you would not really let her get a word in edgewise. I'm like, it's crazy. So Tasha then asked them about, so y'all are y'all, monogamous, or y'all, and they say yeah. They both said yeah, it's just them two. And then when she asked Sam if he, is straight, based on him saying how he has had situations sexually with trans women, he said, I'm me. I don't like men, but I'm me. I don't want to be labeled or whatnot. So she's like, are you fluid? Are you sexually fluid? You're like, I'm just, I've had my things, whatever. So I feel like the fact that he can't say he's straight or gay is not even my point. But it's weird, like he wants people to. It's like, I felt like you could have easily cleared things up when you didn't. So when he said that, like I'm like, okay, you are leading yourself down a path that Tasha K is going to bear you in. And so when he kept saying, "Hi, yes, but it's just me and her," that's really, really it or whatever. I don't like men. She then came out with, well, a trans woman contacted me. No, first she said, Egypt, where's your phone? And is your phone near you? She said, well, yeah. Okay, I'm going to send you something. Tasha K, while doing this interview, sent the text and screenshots of things the trans person had sent her. Okay, I think the girl name was Mia. Okay, I think it may be King Mia. To get this up on Tasha K channel. But she sent them the videos, or not the video, the photos and the text or whatever. Like, so she's saying, King Me is saying that, like a month ago, she was with Sam and she's a trans woman. And, so if you guys are saying that you're not, you don't have an open marriage or open relationship and he's straight, then is she lying? And I was like, because you can tell they both are caught off guard. But I'm looking like, well, why would you be caught off? Because there's been these rumors all the time. And initially, when Tasha was asking about the one he admitted to on the show, he like, yeah, I've been waiting to clear the air. So how are you waiting to clear the air? But when she brings up another allegation, you didn't want to clear that air. Is it because it's true allegedly. Okay. Anyway, so even within that, he brought up the reason he was on the show saying he's not straight, but he's also not gay. He's just him. Was because the producers threatened to fire him. The producer came to him and said, we need a finale. We need you to say. I'm like, this fool said he makes the show. He says, I make the show. So they told, if you make the show, they wouldn't threaten to fire you. It's oxymoron, okay? Two things can be true at once, but not that thing, okay? You cannot be the star of the show, but they want to fire you if you make the show. That does not make any sense, okay? But he said they told him they needed a finale, and that if he did not give them something to have as finale, they would bring in his baby mama on the show. And he said he did not want that because then Egypt would have been fighting. I'm like, why would Egypt fight her? Like, what's does that make? It's crazy how he really took over this interview that was supposed to be about Egypt, her new video she had out or whatever, things regarding Egypt, who was the daughter of Sam, daughter Sam, who was the daughter of Pep and Tresh. And it went to the whole thing about him because he took the interview over. Now he also, when she brought up the new allegations or whatever, he kept saying how he felt like, oh, is this what we doing? Like, this isn't why we came here to talk. I'm like, yes, it is. And talk like I am a gossip blog. Okay, we talked about y'all music, about the show, how y'all met, and she was right. She she did it perfectly. Y'all are on here to talk about what's going on with y'all as a celebrity couple. This is a part of it. Okay, she asked y'all stuff. She said we talked about all that, but also there's this. I'm a gossip blog. Okay, I have to discuss the things that come my way, but I make sure to get all my ducks in a row with some receipts before I ask anyone about something. And she also brought up how she was going to just have the interview with I think it's called King Mia. But her people told her, no, you should also, talk to Sam in Egypt. And she tried to give him the platform to deny or whatever, or even say, I don't want to discuss it. And he eventually said that, but she said, okay, so you don't want to Egypt. How do you feel about, Sam in his DMs? Because it was messages from Sam's verified account to the trans woman. And then as Sam was getting more and more pissed, this is crazy. What? And she's like, well, Egypt, how do you feel? And Egypt's trying to talk, but Sam's over talking her. But she's saying how she's the one that runs Sam's account. I look like you run Sam's account. So Tasha said, okay, so were you the one talking to the trans woman and having sex with her? And she's like, well, no, that's not what I'm saying. So it was so crazy that neither of them was even on the same accord. But again, Sam was mad. I can't believe it. And she's like, I'm a gossip blog. And his point was, we don't want to discuss it. We can end it right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't consent to any of this being talked about. I'm going to have our lawyers are going to be all. I'm like, your lawyers, honey, you said our lawyers will be all over this. You better not air it. That's why I wonder if she waited to air it until all that was cleared up. But I'm not sure because, again, the beginning of the interview was a regular conversation. And at one point he said, when they brought up the first trans situation happened was 21, he said, I'm happy to clear things up. But he got very pissed off and embarrassed, in my opinion, about the second situation being brought up. But he was making it clear in my eyes, Sam may not like men who look like men, but they look like women. They're trans women. And so I think his point was, don't try to make it seem like a trans woman is a man. He said it like you trying to make it. And I'm like, I don't think that's what Tasha was saying. I think her whole point was, you're saying you're monogamous and you're with, just with Egypt, but you're also with trans women. So like, what's going on? Honey, it was a mess. It was a mess. And Egypt looks like a bewildered deer with a car coming. It's like, and Tasha was so sick, like her face was like, okay, what you want to do? Like, what do you want to do? And you see Egypt like a poor, helpless puppy in the rain, wanting some water, but it was like, girl, somebody help her. And it do make it seem like Peppa did not raise her to have any confidence in herself to know when she's being led astray. Okay, and her friend, when he told me when he first met me that he had that one time or whatever, right? And Tasha said to her, Egypt, I can see he's lying to you. I was like, no, because again, Sam is sitting right there, and she kind of like, Egypt, he's lying to you. Okay, I was your age once, whatever. I know how it feels to be in love, but that man, he's lying to you, and it's okay because people make mistakes. Okay, and I'm like, what is going on? And Sam is pissed. Okay, he is pissed, and Egypt was like, what's going on, huh? And then it cuts off because they of course hung up eventually. But I feel like, I mean, it happens. I would never go on Tasha K's platform if I was these two, because y'all already know people looking at y'all. And I feel like, it was weird to me how they acted as if, well, Egypt was not mad. Egypt was being understanding to it being a gossip blog. But I'm like, anyone who has watched Tasha K, you should never go and do an interview without watching that person's content, because you want to see what they do and how they do it. So their first mistake was not paying attention to who platform y'all were on and how she does things. She rarely will have someone on like this, like Sam in Egypt, if not for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But that's her job, though. That's the kicker. She did her job, okay? And she tried to give Sam and Egypt the platform to explain it, because she was going to do the interview or play the interview with, I think it's a kid. I think it's King Maya. It's King something. Go to Tasha's K page. It's on there. Anyway, when Sam, before they hung up, Sam got very, very pissed off. Well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Let's say this. Me and my girl, you know what I'm saying? We did not want to discuss this. This is not, for public knowledge or whatever. We don't have to, which is true. You do not have to tell me who dick you suck in your bedroom. I get that. However, I'm not going to get on here and then act like you asking me is crazy, because that's what gossip people do. At least people on Tasha K's level. She comes to people with what the gossip is about, and she will have some kind of facts or some kind of receipts and ask you about it. So you should be prepared for that, in my opinion. I don't think Tasha did anything wrong. I don't. I think it was a nice interview. Even how she brought it up was so slick and so smooth. I was like, bitch. But when Sam said, me and my wife, Egypt, wanted to do stuff that we wanted to do together or a part of whatever, and what we do should not be anyone's business. So to me, he confirmed y'all were having conversation about doing things with old girl, and y'all hope that it would not get out. And now that a part of it has, you don't know how to fully deny it or address it, because it's something y'all do privately. Okay, but something that happened in private gets out. And I feel like if you've already addressed one situation of being with a trans woman, then why not just say, hey, maybe it happened, maybe it did, but I'm not going to talk about it. It's the fact that he got upset to me that makes me feel like it's true, allegedly. Okay, but it was a great interview. And the fact that Tasha K put on a wig before it, okay, to say how she's Auntie Tasha, because clearly Pepper did not raise either right. I'm like, girl, she's reading Pepper for Faith, reading Pepper for Filth. She definitely read Egypt for Filth in the best way of, you are a child and you don't get how you're being played, and eventually you will, but that man lied to you. And when they finally hung up the phone, and then the interview with was it Miss Mia, Miss Maya, with the trans woman comes on, I'm looking like Tasha K had this planned to a T. Okay, and it was a rough interview at the end. The beginning was real smooth. What you got going on? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, but Sam kept interrupting and adding his 2 cents, because Sam can't stand to be next to Egypt and someone not pay attention to him. And that's how the conversation, drifted to him, his lifestyle, what he's done, who he's been with, how old he is. He's 28. He has 2 kids. He also said how people think he broke it, but he makes 6 figures. I really want to know how he makes. I just want to know, what does he do that makes that amount? Because I'm like, WeTV is not paying Sam at least $100K a year. They not doing that. They not. You can't tell when they are. Okay, so I do wonder how are you? If and this is the thing too. If you are bringing in six figures, why do you in Egypt live with her mom? So 2 plus 2 is always 4. But six figures, which is at least $100K, if you are making that amount of money, you would not be living with your younger girlfriend's or fiance's mother. You would at least have an apartment. Even the last house I had, Pepper paid for. So Sam be lying. Sam don't know how to lie or how to deny. Okay, he's not versed in that in any way, shape, or form. But honey, it was a lot. I was like, oh, poor Egypt. Egypt was a honey. Someone really needs to snatch her up and just like take her up under their wing and let Sam go with. Because Sam got in her head early. Again, she met him when she was 17. Okay, he definitely molded her. Yes, girl, 24. He molded her from 17 and 24 to now 21 and 28. He molded her, and now she's brainwashed. And anything that he say, she believes. But I'm like, the fact that she then seen the messages in the phone, seeing it was a conversation between his page and the trans woman's page, and her response was, "Oh, I handle his pages." Oh, so you did this? This was you? Okay. Honey, I'm just like, it's foolishness. Okay, it's foolishness and for no reason. You can easily say, you know what, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Don't talk about me. Okay, it was a mistake. But like she took the blame for it basically. To make it seem as if he was innocent and he is not. Okay. But anyway, that's really all I have. I just had a little topics or whatever. So they said, has Tammy and Waka Flocka split? They're asking this on the Jasmine brands, mainly because they say over the weekend, Waka up their caption, so Tammy had fans speculating whether or not they had split. The rapper wrote, "With the whole world ahead of you, and I don't see the lights going down no time soon. Happy 35th birthday. Happy 35th, love. Question mark, question mark. Be free, be happy, and live today to the fullest. Happy birthday, Tam Blam." I'm like, that don't mean they single. Now they say her post to him was weird too, and she said to him, "Happy birthday to my EF my motherfucking nigga. Walking no matter where we go in life, what we do, who we are with. Your back I will always have. That's on my soul, but you already know I love you." Hmm. Her post to me is more breakup like than his. The whole no matter who we are with, where we go in life, I will always have you. Hmm. Did Waka and Tammy break up? I may have to change my thumbnail. Okay, but that's on the Jasmine brand. Okay, again, the signal be stuff dumps I don't want to put up on my computer. I think that was all. Did y'all see the video of rapper 42 tongue kissing his son's neck, and then he got upset saying, "We on some gay stuff." I'm like, no, sir, you tongue kissed that neck of that kid, and it was weird. You know what I'm saying? It was go. It's online. 42 is a 42 Doug. Yeah, 42. The number 42 with DUGG. It was weird. I ain't like it at all. Okay, it was crazy to me. Oh, also the Kim Kardashian. She's trying to rebrand her, stuff, whatever, and she wanted to rebrand to SKKN, but somebody else already had that same name. How does she keep getting stuff that somebody else has? I always wondered that. So there's a black woman, okay, they always steal from us, whose name is Cindy Lunsford, okay, who has her own brand. It's SKKN with a plus sign at the end. And so she posted how she was upset that Kim and them had tried to do a trademark for it because it's too close to her. And I'm like, I agree. Now, Kim's people, her lawyers or whatever, wrote back saying, "We certainly appreciate and support small businesses, and our hat is off to Ms. Lunsford. But the question at hand is one of trademark law, and we've not done anything deserving of legal action by her. We're disappointed that she has chosen to run to the media knowing that we were scheduling a call for tomorrow requested by her attorney. So while disagreeing with the letter, we're hopeful that we can smooth things over once side speaks, meaning they want to pay her, okay, to let them take the name, which is crazy. Because if you know I have that name and I've been using this in 2017 for my own brand, why would I don't need to talk to you. But people sometimes have to realize, you can't be using stuff that other folk already uses, and that's crazy. Lamar has to pay Liza $400 in child support. Well, pay what you owe. Lamar is spending more time and money trying to not pay her than pay her. At first, I felt like, what I'm saying, she was lying. Not lying, but I felt like she may have been not entitled to the money because he had the kids had aged out. I thought that was the issue. But if the kids have not aged out, you still owe her money, pay her the money. Now, I do also think she needs to get her shit together and make sure that she's not only dependent upon his money, because eventually he gonna stop paying. So he needs to pay what he owes. But I also want her to try to, be self-sufficient, because the kids are grown now and they're 18 or whatever. So again, he should only be liable for the kids, because they weren't even married before either. That's weird. Nene said Greg is coming home. Thank God. We wish Greg Leaks a happy and speedy recovery. We want him to be healthy in these streets. Alfonso Ribeiro says he does not fit into the Black community due to his interracial marriage. You know how many Black men got white wives and we still like? Girl, he making up stuff. Does he just want attention? He has to just want attention, because nobody talks about him having a white wife don't mean shit. I wonder if he knows that. He may not, but he should, because it's common knowledge. I'm like, what? I like how Chris Brown posted said, everybody should go to your concert, perform, shut the fuck up, thank your fans, and leave the stage. True. That's what you should do, because when you talk too much, you get in trouble, and that's what happened with him. And Chris Brown has been in lots of trouble over the years, so he should know. Simon Cowell's The X Factor canceled after 17 years. Okay, fine, we don't care. I've never liked that show. I didn't even watch it when it was on, when Gabby Union was on. I've never liked that show. Do I not like Simon Cowell? I might not like Simon Cowell. That may be what it is. Okay, y'all see now I'm talking for longer and it ain't messing up. Thank God. Okay, I could have had more stuff. Amanda Seals isn't a fan of Will Smith playing Venus and Serena's father. This is what I like by calling things clickbait, because that was Amanda's point. And the weird thing was, they're making it seem like she had an issue with Will playing the father. Her issue was, one, why is the story about their father and not them? I think that was her point. However, blogs have a tendency to see someone post something and then assume what they meant, make that a narrative, which then makes people go and do backlash stuff. For Amanda, I felt her when she did her IG story saying how that isn't what I said or what I meant. And if I did not like the fact that they had Will and father, why am I not entitled to my opinion? I agree. There's a difference between someone saying something problematic versus someone having an opinion. And I feel like her saying, why is Will Smith playing, their father, and why is the movie about the father? I agree with that. At least the part of why is about him and not the daughters. But I also feel like people may have wanted to hear the story of how they became who they were based on their father pushing them so hard. So, I mean, I would rather see the movie first and then comment on it, but I don't mind Amanda having an opinion. Okay, an opinion. Y'all know I like Amanda. Leave my baby it is, because it's messing up again. I'm gonna go because I don't have time for the foolishness of this going awry. But again, all the stuff I said is all allegedly, it's not facts. Okay, well, except Sam say he messed around with my trans. That was fact, because it may be frozen, it may not be frozen. I talk y'all later. I will be on Maddie Rand's channel tomorrow at 5 p.m. for his panel. So aggravating. I will be on Maddie Rand's channel tomorrow, Sunday at 5 p.m. I'm leaving. I gotta go.